friends, this is Dracono99. I am back this time with a Gran Turismo 5 montage. I will have a Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, I think that's the right one. A sort of walkthrough, granted it's a speed run, of the first level, which is some sort of mountainous area, I think. I'll have that up tomorrow. I'm going to upload it in two 15-ish minute parts. I will do that tomorrow morning. Assuming everything goes well. I'm going to try as much as I can. Anyway, this one is I think I'm titling it, why a Beetle, with a crying emoticon. Because a Beetle should never do as well as it did. A Beetle is the last thing I will be showing you today, drifting. The first thing, though, let's talk about the first thing. This is, a midget 2. And it has a whopping 100 horsepower engine. It weighs only 500 something kilograms. So it's very light. It's essentially a truck, sort of. I don't think you could fit more than 2 people in the cab, and the spare tire is on the front. So it kind of looks like your average businessman, actually. It does not drift very well. Most of my points came from the beginning with the Monji drift that you may or may not have seen. Anyway, this was a gift from a friend. I wanted to see if I could drift it, so I said, okay, here, take it. He knows who he is. If he wants it back, all he needs to do is ask. Okay, next up. My same friend suggested I try to drift a hippie van, but I already drifted the Honda Odyssey, and on that, I don't really know of any vans that I could drift. If you know of a hippie van in Gran Turismo 5, please let me know, and I will try to drift it myself. Only if it is rear wheel or all-wheel drive. Anything else, it is pretty much impossible to drift. At least the way I've been drifting. This is the other thing, since I told him there would be no hippie van, or at least I didn't have one, or I don't think I do anyway. I said I'll try driving a hippie-looky bus, which I have. I have had this bus for a while now. I first drove it in the Top Gear Challenge, which, although you never hit above like 60-70 miles an hour in the challenge, for some reason I like it. I like the bus. It's slow as hell, but for some reason I like it, so I decided I'd buy one, and I ended up buying 2. One is bone stock. I haven't tuned it or anything. This one is my racing version, so it's an awesome color red with black. Now, its engine is in the rear. It has approximately 200 horsepower. I used the high-end turbo for it, so that all the power was at the high end. Now, well, that's all for the bus, really. Wasn't really that much to talk about. This is a French car. Yes. French. Yes, I'm a big fan of French. That was sarcasm. Okay. I'm not really a big fan of the French car companies. But I watched Top Gear, okay? The UK version and the US. I don't have a favorite, although there are 170-ish episodes on Netflix of Top Gear UK. Get season 1 on there, please. I want to see how they began. I've watched every single episode, all of the episode, for the most part. Sometimes when I come home, I'm tired from college, so I put on Top Gear, I get into bed, and I fall asleep middle of the episode. So I missed a few of the Veyron episodes, which was upsetting. but I went back and watched them later with my mother. Anyway, Top Gear UK praised this car for being wild, fun, and cool, and I thought it was short, stupid, and kinda ugly, so I said, what the hell, I will see what it can do. Turns out it's a damn good drift car, which was annoying. Because it held my record for a while, and I was like, god damn it, there was a French car on top of my leaderboards for this track. Well, I beat it with Beetle. And this is a new car, DLC car, free. You can purchase it online for $0, 0 cents on the PlayStation Network store. It's supposed to be the new 8.6, which, if you don't know what that is, look up Initial D, and you will soon find out why the 8.6 is awesome. Sort of. Assuming you get past the first episode, it takes a little while for it to get going, but eventually you'll realize that the 8.6 is some really crappy car that is really good at drifting when you've got good skills. My skills are not as good as that kid, but I can still drift okay. Anyway, that was not a pretty drift. My rear end slammed into the back there. I think they may have modded the way they awarded points, because it used to be if you hit anything, you would immediately lose all your points. So I drift in third person to watch my rear end so that I don't hit anything, usually. Anyway, that's pretty much it. The car is pretty good for drifting. This is a Mustang. A friend of mine, shout out to foxxy. She's somewhere on YouTube. I will try to put a link. I might forget. If I forget, Foxy, please remind me. Or somebody. I asked Foxy one night when she wasn't feeling that great, what kind of car she wished she had. She used to have a Cadillac El DeVille, I think. It was a nice car, but it was damaged in a drunk driving incident. Not her, some drunk driver asshole ran into her. She's okay, her leg was hurt, but she'll be fine, I think. So she said she wished she had a purple Mustang. So I bought a purple Mustang and gave it interesting colored rims, and decided I'd take it around the mountain pass. It held my record, actually, for a while. Granted, it probably held the record because I wasn't drifting very often, but, anyway, it did pretty good. I would recommend it as a drift car. If you try to take it around a track, you're gonna spin out pretty quickly. This is a speed run, basically. I was trying to go for points, but turns out this car is not really that good at getting points, but it is good at going really fast while drifting. The car is not the R8, but instead it is a standard car. It is known as the Audi Le Mans Quattro. There are limited amounts of upgrades you can perform. I have performed all of them and then retuned the car for drifting. And as such, it drifts really well, and it goes really, really fast, which was very impressive to me. The Le Mans Quattro is, I know it from Need for Speed Carbon, which was probably one of my favorite Need for Speeds. I mean, the cop chases in it were pretty pathetic. The cops were basically made out of paper mache. You could hit them with almost anything and they would immediately basically be disabled, which, you know, kind of made the experience a little dull. But they did remove the top speed limiter from the game. It used in most Need for Speeds. It was limited to 250, including Need for Speed Shift. Now this is the last car you will see tonight. Or at least in this video. I mean, if you're going to go driving yourself, you will see a car or truck, I hope, because if you're, it should be your car or truck or someone close to you, hopefully. You don't steal, I hope. Anyway, this is a pink Beetle. Yes, a pink Beetle. It is all-wheel drive. Or four-wheel drive, I can't remember which. But it doesn't really matter. The car drifts brilliantly, which really upsets me. Because it's a Beetle. It may be German, but there's three things wrong with this picture. The first one is obvious. It's pink. The second, it's a bug. And the third, it's Volkswagen. Volkswagen owns and makes a lot of good cars. But none of them are branded with Volkswagen. If you see my point, Volkswagen owns some amazing companies like Bugatti, I believe, along with maybe Porsche, Lamborghini, Audi. I don't remember all of them. But the point is they're good. Anyway, this about wraps it up. So I guess I will see you next time. See ya.